देश शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारने। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधार शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
Again, this is Lagu Bhagavatamrita. As the shelter, I like this, as the shelter of contrary qualities, because this is leading into the next section. This is the final verse of the glorification of Krishna, but it leads into appealing on behalf of the husband to excuse him. As the shelter of contrary qualities, Krishna is shown to have inconceivable Shakti. That's what the verse number 48 is doing. By that, his power is shown. Say Brahma Vimohan Lila, that the potencies of Krishna are without limit. Brahma wanted to know, what's the extent of the power of this little boy who just gave liberation to Aghasura? And the answer is, there's no limit. Inconceivable Shakti, and he displayed it in many ways. By that, his power is shown. This was mentioned before. Since you are the abode of contrary qualities, you should also be merciful to Kaliya, who is fit to be punished. Meaning, the first set of prayers is, your punishment of our husband is appropriate. Well done. No complaint. No objection. Well done. Now, you are what you are, the one who brings about the material creation with all of its diversity, and you brought about our husband, and he has a snake body, so he has envy, as snakes have by nature an envious side to them. But you purified him, so now please, with all of your contrary qualities, you please also forgive him, excuse him, show mercy to him, along with punishing him. So that's the end of this second session of prayers, or section of prayers, and then comes the final 5. Again, this numbering is Sridhar Swami's numbering. So, Lagu Bhagavatamrita, this is Rupa Goswami, comments, you're asking what fault does he have? I, full of powers, gave him a snake body. Meaning, he was deserving of a snake body and deserving the being punished, yes. But now they're going to appeal to this other side, the contrary side. O Almighty Lord. So this is the first of those 5 prayers. Although you have no reason to become involved in material activity, still you act through your eternal potency of time to arrange for the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this universe. Now you all know, they are making statements that are just part of Sankhya philosophy. And in Sankhya philosophy, there's the unfolding of creation. There's the resting period, and then by the arrangement of the personality of Godhead, it becomes time, or he who is not bound by time, but it's time for creation. So he, Mahavishnu, glances over the undifferentiated totality of material energy, the pradhan. He just glances like a cloud in the sky. He glances. And then the cloud in the sky starts to differentiate into different elements. And along with the glance go the living entities. Because to have creation, you have to have living entities, and you also have to have time. So time, energy, this is second canto and third canto, 2 almost identical descriptions. Time is needed for creation. You don't have events without time. You have to have time for events, past, present, future. Time as we know it. There's eternal, then there's past, present, future kind of time. So that time energy is carried by the glance of Mahavishnu, glancing upon Pradhan. So time energy, he engages time energy for the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this universe. You do this by awakening the distinct functions of each of the modes of nature, which before the creation remain dormant. So the Pradhan state, it's just Prakriti in its undifferentiated state, and then it starts to differentiate. And then the Pradhan, now differentiated into 24 elements, clings to living entities, and they develop bodies according to their past karma and the modes of nature. You're used to it, huh? Your brother. Okay, I'm just remarking on. So these are educated ladies, they're Vaishnavis, and they understand who the person is that they're speaking to, because all those Krishna Tattva topics that they already clearly delineated, they understand who he is. And now they're focusing on the process of creation. Simply by your glance, you perfectly execute all these activities of cosmic control in a sporting mood. And that's part of the translation of the verse. Now here's Laghu Bhagavatamrita comment. In waking the conditioned jivas by your glance, there is suitability. You possess this natural power in the form of time. So natural, krita is to do and akrita is to not do, but it's a natural power, although he's doing through the agency of time, he does nothing. He creates without doing anything. That's pretty clever. You awaken impressions of ancient karma or swabhava marked by the gunas. So material energy starts to mix, and according to the plan of their previous activities, they're awarded bodies. The jiva's faults arise from the actions they performed, not from what you did. You are like the rain cloud, equal to all. Now, where this is going, they're laying a philosophical foundation or principle-based foundation to say, and our husband, he's also part of creation, and he got the body of a snake because of his past activities, but you've purified him. Now give him your mercy, please. And excuse him and free him, because he's almost dead. Here's the next verse. The three types of bodies, those that are peaceful, agitated, and foolish, modes of nature, are all your creations, including our husband. Still, those who are in sattva guna are dear to you. It is to protect their dharma that you have descended. So he descended for that purpose, and he also came there to dance on the hoods of the Kaliya serpent because he had polluted the whole place, poisoned the place. And you were purifying him so that poison would no longer continue. And he would be freed from that capacity to emit poisons. So commentary is asking the question, hey, wives, why are you offering all these praises for me? Answer, you are the universe, consisting of all the devotees and non-devotees, as previously stated. If you awaken the non-devotees, like our husband, with their bad nature for the creation, then how is it possible for Kaliya to give up his cruel nature? on his own. Help. It's very clever. It's subtle, but very clever. They're good. They're like lawyers or something in a courtroom. Though all the bodies in the universe are yours, or they're under him, now we see that the devotional ones are dear to you. You perform actions to protect the path of the devotees, to nourish them. So you're punishing our husband, and you're taking care of the cows and the cowherd boys, and all the residents of Vrindavan that are standing over there on the bank of the Jamuna. So you're protecting them. You're doing this for them. Again, Laghu Bhagavatamrita states, Padma Purana says, I perform various actions in order to please my devotee. So confirming. Now, that's verse number 2 of 5. So where is this train going? Forgive our husband. That's where the train is going. A master should tolerate an offense committed by his child or subject. O supreme peaceful soul, Shantaya, you should therefore forgive our foolish husband who did not understand who you are. Though vastly learned and very devoted, but they're not done yet. They're going to say a few more very strong things, compelling things. It is proper that you forgive him. Again, this is Laghu Bhagavatamrita. It says JG, but it's Laghu Bhagavatamrita. The offense committed by the citizen should be tolerated and forgiven by the master, the nourisher, who is like a father. You should completely forgive, since you are the embodiment of peacefulness. By his nature, as a species in ignorance, he was devoid of knowledge, and thus did not recognize you. Even when you displayed astonishing pastimes, he could not recognize you. You should tolerate once the offense Kali has committed against your devotees. Now, previous is you come for the benefit of your devotees, and Krishna, and he's confirming, yes. So he's made an offense against your devotees, but forgive him. It's a one-time forgiveness at least. Having been taught a lesson by you, if Kali again harasses your devotees, you're not obliged to forgive him. One-time forgiveness, please. Twice they asked Krishna to forgive Kaliya to express their fervent state. This is Vishwanath. Krishna is addressed as Shanta, peaceful, because that is the cause of forgiveness. Paraphrasing, because Kaliya is foolish, without knowledge, he is qualified for forgiveness. No, Prabhupada would often say, you go to a court and say, Your Honor, I didn't know it was against the law. Ignorance is no excuse in the courtroom. But they're pleading beyond the courtroom kind of thing. They're pleading because you are the supreme. You've already purified your husband. You understood he is to be punished, and you punished him. And we already acknowledged in number of verses that this was appropriate. But now please extend this additional quality that's within you, and that is a contradictory quality. Punish him and forgive him. Punish him and show him mercy, because your punishment was also mercy. He is now purified. Listen. Krishna, you want me to forgive him? I have diagnosed his disease and given the treatment. He is now cured. But in order to wipe out the remnants of disease, I must stamp on his head 7 or 8 times more. You should permit this. And the Nagapatnis say, by giving him this strong medicine of punishment, some more mercy to purify him of all fault, he may die. for he has already come to the stage of departing from his body. Krishna says, good. What does it matter if he gives up the snake body? What can he do with this body? Better that he gets a spiritual body as my devotee. Very reasonable, right? Nagapatnis. If we beautiful women become widows, we will be engaged by force to enjoy with another sinful snake. But Kaliya has now become a Vaishnava. He has become our very life, an object of our affection. They're appealing on their own behalf, in addition to his behalf, and the merciful capacity of Krishna. They're good lawyers. If you want them in a courtroom, you have a good representation. It is proper for the saintly to feel compassion for women like us, so that now they're putting themselves forward. They showed who they are, and they're feeling dependent upon their now Vaishnava husband. So implicitly, not explicitly, they're acknowledging, and Krishna is going to acknowledge, yes, he has become purified. He's taken shelter of me. It is proper for the saintly to feel compassion for women like us. The serpent is about to give up his life. Please give us back our husband, who is our life and soul. Now, this is directly the translation in the Bhaktivedanta publication of this. That's not Prabhupada's words. It's because Prabhupada's translation ended with chapter 14. So here we are. This is his. Was it 14 or 13? 14. 14. I hear 14. Do I hear 13? 14. 14, okay. So this is now not Prabhupada, this is the BBT translation. 13. 13. You're the 13 guy. I guess that's what I... Yeah, I think. Lucky 13. Okay, let's go. So this is Laghu Bhagavatamrita commentary on this verse. And Rupa Goswami makes reference to a verse that comes later in the Bhagavatam, the Uddhava Gita section. Remember your promise. I am the ultimate shelter for the distress. Artanam sharanam tvaham. Even if you do not show mercy to him, show mercy to us. We are women in a lamentable position because we have no independence. They're persuasive. Krishna then says, okay, take your husband. I'm giving him to you. But I make this order which you must follow. And there's yes, yes, yes. We will follow. Give us the order. And later he's going to give the order. He's going to give a few of them. Now please tell us, this is the last of their appeal section of verses. Please tell us, your maid servants, what we should do. Certainly anyone who faithfully executes your order is automatically freed from all fear. So that's the end of their prayers, and now comes Kaliya's prayers. So it's not too many. This is going to be shorter than yesterday evening class. Yesterday evening class kind of got...
Hare Krishna. I would like to pause here, and we can continue from Kaliya's prayers tomorrow. So Maharaj is saying about like how Nagapatnis are talking about cosmic creation, setting a foundation about asking forgiveness for their husband, and then Nagapatnis giving so many so many qualities of the Supreme Lord that he has to forgive because he is also part of the creation and like that. And Maharaja was mentioning how they are like good lawyers, like they are trying to take a position for their husband and also like for their own protection, they would like Kalia to be kept alive. So very nice information about our spiritual pursuit. So I would like to open now for discussion if anybody has or comments or their realizations from this short clip. Okay, Sharbari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Very nice conversation between the Naga Patnis and Krishna. As Maharaj commented, very clever, subtle prayers. So that statement I liked. And also there was one statement regarding Krishna's limits, and the answer was it's inconceivable limit. So his powers has no limit. So that also I liked. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Chenakesha Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhu. From today's lecture, one of the point was mentioned. Krishna was saying to something that I perform various actions to please my devotees. That point I like very much from this lecture, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah,
Yes.
I also liked the conversation between Nagapatnis and Krishna. Now how there is like Krishna is giving some argument and it looks like okay, or like Nagapatni is giving some argument, it looks like okay, this is the ultimate argument. But then Krishna is giving better argument than what Nagapati is given. And Nagapati has given even better argument than Krishna has given. So that sometimes we see the temple, the devotees they have some nice light talk, and then they you know they discuss something, and there are some light chit chat they do, and some arguments they give, and there is counter argument which is better than this argument. So some similar discussion I see amongst the devotees also. It's very nice there also. So it was just reminding me of the devotees discussion when I was hearing this discussion between Krishna and the Nagapatnis. My one quick question, Prabhu. Here, the Nagapatnis, they refer to Krishna as a peaceful soul, or I think Shanta something, and then ask for forgiveness. So, does it mean that, should I interpret in that way that suppose I'm in a position, or I have to forgive somebody, it means that I should situate myself in a peaceful state of mind or peaceful state of consciousness, and with that consciousness, it's easy to forgive. Is it that way? Should I understand? Is it my understanding correct? That's I just want to check from. That's it.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Anybody want to answer Prabhuji's question? He's asking like if we want to forgive anybody, do we need to be in a peaceful state? Because Nagapatnis are addressing Krishna as by his Shanta name. I'm not able to see everybody on the list. Okay, one second. So that I can pick them on, but let's see. Yugal Kishore Prabhu, you are there?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
This is regarding the question of Dhir Lalit Prabhu, right?
Yeah, Prabhu. Or you can add anything else also, bro.
The Lalit Prabhu's question is that whether we cannot, by addressing Lord as a Shanta, so then only he can forgive that. So we understand that this nature of forgiveness comes from the mode of goodness or Brahminical qualities. So this is more prominent when somebody is in mode of goodness. If one is agitated himself, there is no possibility that one can forgive some other person. So that is why the passion and ignorance, this quality is not prominent there. Forgiveness, the forgiveness, its quality comes from the mode of goodness. So considering that, and of course, Lord is beyond the mode of goodness, but glorifying Krishna it's a qualities of devotees. And what personally I was astonished to see how intelligent are Nagapatnis. And Maharaj was also saying that they're acting like a lawyer in the court. So they such a intelligent. It is amazing to see that the Nagapatnis, the living entities, so called as the human, considered to be more intelligent. But here the Nagapatnis are offering such a beautiful prayers, which is very nice. And they are acting as a lawyer for their husband and saying that you are very Shanta. So please, being Shanta means definitely you should forgive our husband. And many other things that they are actually saying that you are the creator, mode of goodness, passion and ignorance, and you are beyond that. So that shows that the qualities of Nagapatnis. And this intelligence is there for the devotees to pray to the Lord. And if you see the whole Bhagavatam is all about the prayers. The devotees offer a different heartfelt prayers, and the prayers is a very important aspect. We also know from the Navida Bhakti, prayers is very important aspects where we get opportunity to glorify Lord Sri Krishna. And here Nagapatnis are doing that, and it's very amazing. So when we go to the temple, at either we can take these some standard prayers. The other day, Sham Vallabi Mataji was asking, what are the standard prayers? These are some standard prayers that one can actually offer to the Lord Sri Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah, for me also, like from this small incident, I feel like these Nagapatnis, although they are like trying to get their husband back, like they are not just trying to do that, like they are trying to be part of the purpose of why they have come into this material world. So that like they would like to, with all the knowledge that they are having, they would like to now serve their husband who has turned into Vaishnava, so that like they all can go back to Godhead. So like they don't want to go back again, like struggling with somebody else. And so like they have a clear goal. That's what I feel, that they are asking about forgiveness from Krishna and keeping their husband alive so that they can serve him and go back to Godhead together, I guess. Okay, very nice. Is there anybody that want to add? I have
Hare
not
Krishna,
seen. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanwad Pradhan. I have, sorry, I have a very bad, I have only questions. I can't speak much today. I have 3 questions actually. The first question is, when Nagapatni were aware of everything, all qualities about Krishna, why didn't they ask his pure devotional service or something like his devotees already had, instead of asking forgiveness for his husband? Why didn't they ask the similar situation, like, okay, you are giving param dham to, you give param dham to my husband as well as to us? Why didn't they ask that? So that is one question. Why was this like Why was this option when they knew everything, whatever was there? Because they said that once he is dead, they will have to spend a life with other sinful snakes. But why to be in that forceful or bounded situation? And the second question was that they are very good, they are great devotees, but here we see that they are actually arguing, not arguing, but they are actually requesting Krishna for something. But the Krishna knows everything. Krishna must be knowing whatever is their situation, whatever will be, whatever will be the consequences of husband not being over there. So is this that the Krishna enjoys this kind of conversation also? I mean, is there something uh, which is, instead of just putting everything in his fate, Krishna enjoys this sort of reaction also? Um, that is the second question, and the third is just observance. Uh, See, it is like we see in some of the religions that if the husband is no more, then the wives are forced to marry again, and they are not left alone. So, is this the like not the only thing in that religion? It is actually prevalent in other species also, and that is what has come forward, what we see. So that is just the curiosity, actually. So yeah, that's all, Prabhu.
Okay.
Sorry, today I'm unable to.
No, Mataji. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Thank you very much, Mataji.
Even I have the same question like Shweta Mataji asked the first one. Like when Nagapatnis have so much knowledge that Supreme Lord is Shanta and he can give forgiveness and everything, why didn't they ask for the boon that they are seeing the Supreme Lord directly and they are asking for Kalia's shelter? They can ask directly, Krishna, you are taking Kalia, then take us also so that we are not bounded here in the material world. Please show that mercy. Why didn't they pray like that?
Okay.
And one more question for the Lalit Prabhu's question. When they are addressing him Shanta, I don't have any scriptural reference, but then in in our life, we see that not only Shanta, we feel we give forgiveness, or we feel that okay, we can forgive others more when we are also in Vatsalya, when we are in Madhurya. So other rasas also, I think, give better opportunity for forgiving others than only being in Shanta. So that is also I have. That is one more question. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Anybody would like to answer Mataji's questions? I'm not saying Shamkun Prabhu to add his thoughts. Kumarika Mataji, you want to say something, Mataji, in response to Mataji's questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
I'll try.
Okay.
Actually, Nagapatnis are already pure devotees. And they have got a very great understanding. So their elevated souls are already doing devotional service. Otherwise, how can they have such a great understanding of Krishna? In every respect, they are pointing out from his creation, and he's the shelter of all contradictions. Everything. So, like very, very elevated devotees there. So, already they have got devotional service. That is my thinking. That they don't have to even ask anymore because they are already in a very elevated place having having done pure devotional service, only a pure devotee can speak like that. And then the devotees asking, and yes, Krishna does like his give and take with the devotees. Sometimes they ask, sometimes they do not ask. Sometimes they scold him. And he likes the give and take with the devotees. In Vrindavan also we see. Yes, Lord does enjoy the exchanges with the devotees, definitely. Again and again, we see that in the Vrindavan pastimes with the other people also. I don't know about wives being forced to marry. In Hinduism, at least, we don't see that they're forced to marry somebody. But they being in a lower species, yes, when they are not protected by a fierce husband like Kalia, then definitely they will be forced to cohabit with some other male snake. That is their fear. That maybe that might have come out, because it does happen even in the Vanaras. We saw that when the husband is no more, then Vali's wife also is taken by Sugriva. And so when before that, he also, Tara, that elevated soul, she was also taken by Sugriva. So it does happen in the animal species quite possibly. That is question number 3. And about the Shanta here is a quality and not a rasa that they are referring to, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are a peaceful person. So a peaceful person does not take revenge on for offenses, because he is peaceful. He is equal. As Yugal Kishore Prabhu pointed out, that mode of goodness quality of tolerating and not getting angry even when even when offenses are done against you. So that is what they are appealing to, the quality of transcendental Shuddha Sattva. You are always peaceful. You don't get angry at all unnecessarily. So please don't be angry with my husband and punish him. So that is all. I don't think it is that quality and that rasa will match. I don't know.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you very much, Mataji. Mataji, Shweta Mataji, are you answered now?
Yeah, thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
But the first point, I still have doubt, Mataji, because we know that they are such a great elevated soul, and but then the great elevated soul has to be fearful. It's like us. I mean, we feel that kind of fear. What they are saying, I can very well resonate with that kind of fear with all the material world people. So that thing is still not sinking within my mind. So, but yeah, I think you are right. They already have that something. That is why they are not asking. But okay, that should be the reason. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Actually, Krishna provides the intelligence. You know, he provides the intelligence. That intelligence is given only by one more thing is just Kumarika Mata just told. The devotees want only devotion, sir. They don't want Vaikuntha or Goloka Vrindavan and all those things. There's no need for them to, as long as they do devotional service, they ask only devotional service. I don't want to go to Vaikuntha. It's like that, you know. So there is no need to ask them to go to higher abode, because already they are doing devotional service. If they are pure devotees and surrendered devotees, they need not bother about the future. What is going to happen if Kali dies or something like that. So that question also does not arise. And the Santa is what they do is they glorify. You have created the world in sporting mood. You are Santa. You are always you are beyond all the material qualities, and you will be always on Santa. You are compassionate to women. Like that, they glorify. And if Kalia is having all this bad, he is a shelter of all contrary qualities. What has happened to Kalia is also, yes, he was created with contrary qualities, with all the bad qualities and all those things. He is a creator. Okay. And now he has purified. Once he has purified, he is the object of their worship. And you are compassionate to the distress. We are distressed. You have purified them, so you give them. Like that, they put an argument in that way. First, they glorify. The Santa is a part of glorification only, not a rasa or something like that. You glorify, and you should forgive him. Like that, they put very nicely, as Maharaj told, cleverly argued, glorifying it, and he is responsible for everything. He has purified now in such a state. You please forgive him. Like that, they tell. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for adding that. Rajeshwari Mataji, you want to add something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Nothing, Prabhu. I think Marika Mataji and Sanat Prabhu covered very nicely. Just emphasizing on the same thing. Why didn't they ask that no supreme abode or the final destination? When we are practicing bhakti, it is not all the time that no, I want to go back to Godhead is not the final destination. Or devotees, whether they are in this world or any world, they always seek for the association of the devotees. That's the shelter for them. That's the final goal and practice for them. I remember Prahlad Maharaj. See, when Narsimhadev has appeared before Prahlad Maharaj, he didn't ask, okay, take me Narsingadev. He told, give me your devotees association. And they are scared, like how Shweta Mataji, you are scared, I may be distracted, I may be bewildered by your Maya, but he is asking for the protection of his bhakti, and he is asking for the devotees association. And we see the similar prayers throughout Bhagavatam by many devotees, not asking for the destination, but asking for the practice, and because the practice is the end goal. It is not reaching somewhere or going somewhere is the end goal. The practice and pleasing Krishna is the end goal. That's one thing. And for the second question, if Krishna knows everything, why Krishna is asking, is he likes that kind of prayers, he can know, and we can understand very clearly that when we talk or when we write, we are more clear in our thought process. So Krishna as Paramatma knows what we want, but when we express, it is our understanding that no, we are expressing to Krishna and asking Krishna what really wants. So Krishna will be very happy in that way. I think that's all, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, very nicely said, Mataji. Yugal Kishore Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Mataji was saying, Shweta Mataji, the second question, first question part B she asked, but some material fear. So that was not clear. I think devotees already answered other part, but she raised another question. Just wanted to understand what was exactly her point. Because the devotees in pure, all the devotees mentioned that the pure devotees does not matter. Janmani Janmanishware Bhutat Bhakti Ahituketva. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has demonstrated doesn't need anything. It's all I need is your devotion service, and that is the topmost. And it's not only the physical location that is the things. One can be in the material world, but he can be in that consciousness of serving Krishna. So all three, four devotees mentioned that point. But Mataji raised something again, but material fear. So Mataji, if you can be little, can you clarify that what was the part B question that?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prashant.
the material fear was that, see, they were saying, right, that they will have to probably live with other snakes. So that is the material fear. Like they don't have. I mean, I don't know how it happens in the snake world or something, but if my husband goes, I don't know my future. That is a material fear. That's what I was speaking about. It is the fear which we can see anywhere in the world. That part I was referring to. Prabhu.
Guruji?
So Mataji, that reminds the pastimes of Panchali Draupadi. She's a devotee, and she finally, because once we are in this material world, even a devotee, they have to also maintain rules and regulation related to the bodies, because we have got these material bodies. This is my understanding. Maybe Shankun Prabhu can clarify that more detail or better way. Second thing is that when somebody praying for this, now when Draupadi was saying getting disrobed in the assembly, and finally she prayed to Lord Sri Krishna, and he protected her, and by giving unlimited saris, and finally that was the past times when she surrendered to Govinda, and Govinda helped Lord Krishna, helped her. So being in this material world, it is also duty that we take care of our bodies and the rules and regulations, that we do not in any way over the rules and regulations, because that's a part of the Lord Krishna's nature also. Maya Adhyakshana Prakriti. This material nature is also part of Lord Krishna's things. So devotees does not want to transgress the rules and regulations of this material world. So they still have follow all the rules and regulation. And does it disqualify some pure devotees asking for protection? Definitely not. We can also take support of Nectar of Devotion, the definition of pure devotional service, which is said Anya Abhilashita. Now, if we say just how cleverly and intelligently, so beautifully, Rupa Goswami add the suffix ta. If we just say Anya Abhilash, that means absolutely zero material desire. One should not ask anything. However, by adding that suffix ta, it is the Acharyas gives the commentaries that specifically that we can ask something which is not inherent within us. Like suppose this is the one-time thing that there is some protection. So it is nature of the living entities to be asked protection, and this is one time. It is not all the time they have been asking that please protect me, protect me. So there is some incidents like Draupadi is asking something, Gajendra is asking something. So that does not disqualify someone, even if they are pure devotee, asking some material protection, because that ta gives us leeway that yes, even if they are pure devotees, they can definitely ask for that, because this is not their inherent demand of asking for protection. This is the circumstantial requirement that is being come, and they are asking for a protection. So praying for a body or praying for something does not disqualify one who is engaged in the pure devotional service, because it does not come onto that category of Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Shunyam means zero, absolutely no material desire. But adding that suffix ta, it is actually does not disqualify for pure devotees asking for protections. Example of Draupadi, Gajendra, and here Nagpatni is asking, please protect us and protect our husband as well. Not sure does that help. Hare Krishna Matachar. Maybe Shankun Prabhu can add more.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Thanks a lot. All Mataji's Prabhu.
Okay. Okay, thank you everyone. In the interest of time, I would like to stop. I don't say Shamkun Prabhu in here, so okay. So we'll continue from Kalia's prayers for tomorrow. Thank you everyone for your participation. Hare Krishna.